Mal, you're back available this weekend. Obviously, you were suspended last weekend. What did you kind of get up to over the course of the weekend? Did you watch the game?
Yeah, I did. To be fair, managed to watch the first half, but obviously myself on the weekend we were in Saturday morning with DT doing fitness work. To be fair, to obviously keep us in touch, ready for availability this weekend.
Is that something that you've always done?
Um,
Players not involved on Saturday games.
well, it depends on the manager. I think some managers obviously give you the weekend off in a sense, kind of thing. But the gaffer wanted us in, so we kind of came in, kept in touch, and I think it was a good little blast that we did Saturday, obviously, to keep our fitness levels up.
Obviously, it was a tough result on Saturday, losing 4-1 at Cambridge. What did you make of it?
Yeah, obviously it's not the result we wanted, and obviously the score sheet doesn't look good. Obviously reading 4-1, but all we can focus on is the next game. Obviously keeping positive. Obviously everyone knows we're in a kind of difficult situation at the moment, but all we can do is kind of keep working on ourselves, working on the game plan the gaffer implements, and hopefully we can pick up a few more results and kind of work our way further up the table.
There's been quite a lot of change at the club over the last month or so. What's that been like for you? Obviously Paul Hurst has left. How have you found that personally?
Yeah, obviously, look, the previous gaffer, obviously, I got along with quite well, and the new gaffer's really good as well. So obviously, I've been through a lot of change in my career. I've had quite a few managers in and out, whether that may be as a player, but I don't know, I'm only joking. But yeah, I've experienced it quite a lot in my career, so all you can really focus on is yourself, keeping your standards up and hopefully impressing the new gaffer that comes in. But the change the gaffer has brought in, I think, has been really good. The training sessions with himself and Dobbo have been good. They work on very fine details to the game plan they want to implement on the weekends, and the positivity that they bring. Obviously, the last couple of results haven't gone our way. But as you can see from the Birmingham game, and especially the first half at Blackpool, that's the kind of way he wants to play, front foot, aggressive, kind of high tempo. So hopefully us lads can kind of prove that in the next couple of games and kind of get the results that we need.
What's that period like, I suppose, when a new man comes in? Because I suppose everybody's out to impress the new manager, because I suppose you all want to make it into his first starting 11 and be high up in his thoughts. What's that like when that happens?
Yeah, it's to be honest, a bit carnage, because you know everyone's going to kind of been given that extra 20-30% in training, kind of robust challenges. But like I said, you got to focus on yourself. I'm an experienced kind of pro now that's been around in the game for quite long. So when a new gaffer does come in, I kind of just focus on myself, doing what I normally do. I don't try and overdo it, obviously, but need to up my standards as well to impress the new gaffer. So it's all about impressing the new gaffer, making good impressions, and hopefully I've done that.
And Gareth Ainsworth seems like a really positive character. And I suppose, like, given the situation in the season, is that something that as players, like, I suppose you feel like you need?
Yeah, definitely. I think when he first came in, we had Birmingham first game. Yeah, it was obviously. And as soon as he came in, he had us in our mindset saying we're going to beat them, which is obviously, considering the quality of their squad, it was a big ask, and he kind of came and implemented that mentality into us players. And myself, I felt going into that game we had a very good chance, and it proved worthwhile. And obviously, since the past two results we've lost, he's kept positive. The training ground's been positive after him. So hopefully that kind of rubs off on us on the pitch in the next couple of games. And like I said, we can pick up a few results here and then, hopefully climb up the table a bit.
Yeah, he has remained positive. We've just spoken to him before we've spoken to yourself, and he seems very almost kind of what's happened has happened, and it's now a case of trying to focus on a big game against Wycombe this weekend and trying to impact actually what you can impact rather than what's gone.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the mindset we've got to have going into every game now. Look, obviously everyone looked at the result Saturday in a massive, obviously 6-pointer, let's be honest. It's gone now, it's done and dusted, so all we can do is move forward onto Wycombe. They're top of the table. Birmingham, I think, were near the top when we played them, so we've got nothing to fear, nothing to lose. So hopefully we can go and implement our game plan and pick up a result.
That game against Birmingham, as a playing squad, that must give you immense confidence that if you can do it against Birmingham, that you can do it against anyone, because they are a proper side, haven't we? We've seen that against when they're games and the games that they play against other sides. They really are. You know, they've got some tremendous talent in that squad, and if we can perform that way in those games, then I suppose we should be able to do it against anyone.
Yeah, definitely. It gives us great belief. I think, as you could see, the first 20-25 minutes at Blackpool, we were literally peltering them. We just obviously couldn't get that second goal. Our performance fell off a little bit, but I think overall that first half was very good on the back of Birmingham. So if we can replicate that again, obviously that is the kind of standards we've set as players, and the gaffer has said that. So we need to reach those standards to kind of get the results that we need against the teams up there.
We haven't had the chance to speak to you since that Blackpool game where you scored that phenomenal goal. Can you talk us through kind of what was going through your head when you, not only when you hit it, but also when you saw it go in?
Obviously, like I mentioned, I think I did a Sky Sports interview, it's a set piece that we do work on with the gaffer to kind of get a bit of chaos in the opposition box. But when I saw it float over the top, I was like, surely the keeper's coming to get this. And as soon as it bounced, I saw it go over his head. I didn't have to celebrate. Obviously, I would normally have a little celebration, but I just couldn't believe it, to be honest. But look, I'll take it. It's another goal to my tally in my career. So it's definitely a goal that I can show my kids in the future.
That's not one you must score particularly very often. I mean, that's just almost like bizarre, isn't it, to score from that far out? Yeah,
definitely. Like I said, it's a goal that I can always look back on when my career's done, and hopefully show my kids in the future.
And I just wanted to ask you about, you've got some competition with obviously George Nurse. What's that like? How do the two of you get along?
Yeah, me and Nurse get along very well, to be honest. He's a top lad and a top player. His left foot's a hammer foot, to be honest. But look, competition's great. As you can see around the whole squad, there's loads of competition in different positions. Me and Nursey get along really well. Look, when he's playing, I wish the very best to him and I hope the team win. And I'm sure he does the same to me, because we need the results that obviously to get us up further up the table. So we both know that we're going to play a part this season, the rest of the season. So it's obviously just maintaining your own standards and hopefully performing when you get on the pitch.